Hello, Zimbabweans. Today I want to talk about the nature of corruption in Zimbabwe. My research shows me that there is corruption in the public service, there is corruption in clubs, there is corruption in the private sector, there is corruption even in the churches, in political parties. Almost every department in the country, every institution in the country seems to be corrupt. Now, let's start with the public service. The inequalities in salaries between the higher income and the low income is so vast that you cannot imagine, it's beyond any imagination whatsoever, So, what do you find? You find that in the lower income, 50% of their salaries sometimes goes to transport. That is going to work every day, in and out, to and from. And the other 50% is not even enough to meet the cost of living standards. So how do we expect such a person to live? Now, when I was doing my research for my book, which was Zimbabwe, I happened to interview quite a number of these low-income group people, a cross-section in actual fact, And all what they told me when I asked how they were managing with such meager salaries, they would tell me, Tinongo kia kia. And what it meant was that we were busy creating corrupt machines in our lower levels of income, in the civil service, that is in the public sector, in the private sector, in the parastatals, and even in local government. So you even go to churches, there is so much corruption. You go to clubs, there is so much corruption. You go to political parties, there is so much corruption. So one wonders who is not corrupt in the country. And can the anti-corruption machinery be able to deal with all these groups, which would entail which would actually entail taking audits of all these people? Now, there are those who spend 6 months without salaries, but they come to work every day. I also interviewed those, and they told me, Tinongo kia kia, which meant more corruption machines being created in local government. So it would take a lot of resources, a lot of manpower in the anti-corruption commission to be able to take audit of the lives of all these people to see where they actually are getting their means of living, and the lifestyles that they are living. If it's beyond their means, then we want to know how did they get that? And that seems to be a mountainous task for the Anti-Corruption Commission. See you next time. Thanks.